Hey, I'm Barbara.
And I'm Emily.
And welcome to the Co-op Cookin' Show, Episode 2.
Today we are going to make 3 energy-efficient pies. They were released in the Arkansas Living magazine in May of 1989.
Energy-efficient pies means there's absolutely no baking, so these recipes should be fun to make at home for the family or even just for yourself. The foundation of any good pie is a quality crust. And today we are going to make 3 different pies with 2 different kinds of crusts. We're going to start with a graham cracker crust, which, disclaimer,
We Googled it.
we did. We Googled how to make it. The Arkansas Living recipe didn't include how to make a graham cracker crust, so we went to the grocery store and Googled it.
So we're going to start with a cup and a half of crushed graham cracker and pour that in.
6 tablespoons of butter.
Yes.
Unsalted.
Unsalted butter. And 1/3 of a cup of sugar. You mix it together?
There's nothing wrong with any of these ingredients, so you know it's going to be good.
I know. I'm excited.
So Emily was telling me that you can actually buy graham cracker crust already crushed and everything. We didn't do that because what's the fun in that? So we crushed it and put it all together.
Now we're going to put it in the pie pan. It looks so delicious.
It really does. That piece just fell out. So we put our graham cracker pie crusts in the oven off camera, but now they're ready. So we're gonna pull them out of the oven.
The third pie requires a regular pie crust that we did get from the refrigerator section at the store, but we are going to go ahead and bake it and make sure that it's cooled before we get ready to make that pie. Okay.
Are you much of a baker?
I love to bake.
Do you really?
Yeah. I made banana bread last night.
That's right. That's right.
You like just regular cooking.
I'm not a baker. I made crock pot soup yesterday.
Yeah.
Like before work, I got the crock pot out and just like made a pot of soup.
I enjoy a good crock pot meal. Don't get me wrong.
I didn't season it yesterday morning, so when I got home and I was super excited to try it, it was as bland as could be. Yeah, and I had to like season it real fast. It was good, but I have a feeling it's going to be better today after it's been in the fridge for a while.
Right. We're going to put this in to bake for roughly 10 minutes at 450.
First up is strawberry banana pie. We already have the ingredients laid out and it looks amazing. So we're going to chop up 1 cup of strawberries and a medium banana to start off with.
Those strawberries smell fantastic.
Oh my gosh, they do. They remind me of summer.
I know.
I grew strawberries once.
You did?
I did. When I was in college, I decided to go get a couple of strawberry plants, and I put them on my apartment front porch. And
Very nice.
a few weeks later, I had a harvest. I kid you not, they were this big.
Little strawberry.
They were little bitty, but me and my roommates had a feast, and we each ate a tiny strawberry because there were only 3.
That's awesome.
That was a true story.
Okay, so we need to cut the banana up, I think into to not super thick slices, maybe not super thin either, because we need to line the entire crust.
We're covering the bottom?
Yes. Okay, so we have boiled our water. We're gonna pour the gelatin in, and it says to whisk it in for roughly 3 minutes. So I'm just gonna. Okay, do you wanna go ahead and add the ice?
Sure.
When I was a kid, we used to sneak into the freezer and just like get a big spoonful of Cool Whip. And for some reason, we always thought that my mom didn't know, but there's no way.
She knew.
Yeah, she
knew.
had to know. It says whip until smooth, and that looks really smooth.
Yeah. I'm going to fold in the strawberries. Emily's showing me off camera, like, fold them. Like, don't stir, fold. This needs to go in the fridge.
Yes, until
before it gets to that. Okay.
And then we'll bring it back and put it in with
Okay.
the bananas and pie crust.
Strawberry mixture going in the fridge, and in the meantime, we will start our next recipe. Up next, we have pineapple coconut pie. This is, I'm hoping, summer on the beach in a pie, because that's what it smells like.
I think it's gonna be my favorite.
Okay, so we boiled water just like we did with the last pie, and now we're gonna add the gelatin. All 3 of these recipes are basically the same process, just with different ingredients, but we still want to take you along the journey of making each recipe. While we're stirring, why don't you share our ingredient list?
So we have a can of crushed pineapple, was it 3-ounce package of
Yes.
orange gelatin. We have some coconut flakes, 2 cups of ice, a thing of Cool Whip, and a teaspoon and a half of rum extract.
Today's not sponsored by Cool Whip, although
It might
we're
as well
using
be.
a lot of Cool Whip and gelatin packets. So that seems to be the basis of both of these, or all of these pies, really.
So, a funny little story. As you may have noticed, I changed shirts. I was prepping ahead of time for the next pie, and I was just, a little foreshadowing, I was just grating the orange peel, and I was holding it against me like this, and apparently the orange juice came out of the orange, and I had a very orange circle in my sweatshirt. So cooking is messy, and thankfully we had another shirt on hand.
We are not professionals.
We meant it when we said amateur chefs.
Yeah, hardcore.
3 more minutes, ma'am.
strain.
We're straining off the extra ice.
Yes, so we put two cups of ice, but the recipe did say that not all of the ice would melt, so we're supposed to strain it and get rid of the other extra ice cubes.
Yeah. Had we used bigger ice cubes, it might be easier to just like pick them up out of there. But we're using these little bitty ones. That's what our ice machine makes.
We didn't have access to big ice cubes.
Yeah.
You use what you have.
You're right. It won't come out. There's some serious orange left in there.
Okay, whipped. We're gonna stir in the
I love this
whipped. Ooh, you know what this reminds me of, like the color? You guys remember dreamsicles?
Oh, it does. It's like a pretty light orange.
I think that works.
Okay.
Yeah, next we fold in the pineapples and the coconut. So this is where this recipe differs than the first one because it has extra ingredients in it. I'm gonna do it one at a time, just for security. We have rum extract that we were supposed to already have put in the recipe, so we're just gonna do that now. 1.5 teaspoons was in this adorable little bowl, and it's now added. So we're gonna stir that in real fast. Then we're gonna add the coconut. All right, now this will go in the fridge until it will be able to mound.
Up next is our nectarine pie. So we've boiled the water. We're gonna go ahead and add the raspberry gelatin. It's 1 package of raspberry gelatin, and then also a tablespoon of sugar.
Nice. Raspberry gelatin was really hard to find in the store for some reason. I sat in that aisle staring at the gelatin section for a really long time, and this really nice woman walked by and she said, "What you looking for?" And I said, "Raspberry gelatin. I just don't think they have it." And 0.3 seconds later, she was like, "Here it is."
Here it is.
Sometimes it just takes another set of eyes.
It does. I think this pie is gonna be really good.
I am most curious about this pie. I can pretty much guess what the other ones are gonna taste like.
Right.
But this one is the one I'm most interested in.
But raspberry and nectarine.
Yeah.
It's different, and we're gonna add some orange rind in here in a minute, which is why I had to change shirts.
Yeah, so while I was also in the grocery store, obviously had to find nectarines and could not find them anywhere. Could not find them in the produce, could not find canned nectarines. I don't even know if those exist or not. So we had a good friend of ours help us out.
Also, recent retiree.
Yes. Miss Roxy, who worked as a member services representative at the co-op for years and years and years. So if you've ever come to the drive-thru, come to the lobby, you've probably met Roxy. I gave her a call and asked her, where do you think I can find them? Do you think there's other grocery stores that would have them? Are they out of season? Are they in season? I didn't know. And she said, "I got you, girl." And she delivered nectarines to the office yesterday afternoon.
A few hours.
Within a few hours. She has mad skills that
She's awesome.
we absolutely adore. So thank you, Roxy, for making this recipe possible. Gosh, that smells really good.
It does.
So now we're gonna strain off the extra ice from the gelatin. Do you wanna
Yep.
pour that in?
And if you've watched until now, you know that the next step is Cool Whip.
Oh wait, we're supposed to whisk.